Okay, this is Greg. I have a new 3D printer. It is a refurbished from eBay, and it's a certified refurbished. So this should be, what do we got here? Let me move my, can I do this with the whole screen? There we go. Now I can see a little better up there too. So this is certified refurbished. Let's see what we got. Little pad here. In fact, this is a better pad than the one I was going to use. I was going to use this little silicone for right now, but I'm just going to slap that down right there. Okay. Now, this is the we are dealing with the Ender 3 Quick Start Guide. There it is. There's the S1 right there. I'm going to pause a second and roll up this mat. Okay. I'm kind of glad I didn't have to use that. So I use it for a lot of stuff. All right, here we go. Hot end. Let's see, which camera should we use? This one's not horrible. This one's way better. Let me just give it a little inspection here. Where's my headgear? And this is going to be uncut because if something goes wrong, I want it to be on video. Oh, it's got the sock on it. That's nice. Appears to be tight. Everything is completely clean. I don't even see a blemish on it at all. Has it even been used? Look at this. I don't think that this has been tested. Or unless they tested it and then re-tipped it. Huh, okay, good. Let's set you off to the side right there. We got a little spool of, I got to figure out my cameras here, don't I? We got a little spool of stuff right here. That's the webcam. Here's the T50 right here. That's probably the best one. So there's a little roll of filament. In this little box here, we have a couple of things. This looks like a, I'm going to set this stuff right over here for now. And it has the filament runout sensor, which is why I bought this one over the S3. It was only $10 more. Let's see, what do we got here? Display. Still has, or it has the stuff on it. And it's warning me to check my polarities. Right there. Okay, let's stick that in the way it was. We have a little satchel of tools, and there's a spare tip. I imagine that's a pair of snips in there. And what else do we got? Just come out of here yet? Okay, it's just a piece of foam, and there's nothing in it, so we'll just set that right there for now. And let's see, what else do we have? We got the frame. This looks really okay. Well, let's pop this. Well, what do we got here? There's a cable. I think that's attached down below. Here's a power cord. Let's slip this out of here first, if we can. Nope, it doesn't want to come, so let's... There we go. There's the carriage. Again. Absolutely. I don't even see any blemishes on it. It's not totally clean. It's got a couple fingerprints, but shit, I'll do that. I'll just add to that for putting it together. Okay, so right now we'll just set this, in in a different spot. Right here. It's going to, sorry about that. Just whacked you guys. Or, well, bumped your camera. Let's spin it over so that's not sitting on its belt. Let it sit on that metal frame there. Beautiful. Okay. Now, power cord. Nice. I already have one, so I'll just set that off to the side. My power cord is already stuck in the thing here because my Anycubic died on me. The heat sensor went out. Or I thought it was the heat sensor. I replaced it. Nothing. I checked the continuity from the motherboard to the, God, why do I keep wanting to put that over there? To the motherboard, and it hooks up everything. I got good connections all the way through. So there's something wrong with the main board in it. And Anycubic simply refused to even answer my email. I contacted them, try and buy another one. So I'm done with Anycubic. I'm not buying any more of their stuff. There we go. Look at that. Now, is there anything else in this box? Nothing. It's an empty box. Empty box. So let's put the rest of the stuff back in it. All the packing material. I keep all of these because, well, even the Anycubic, it's sitting in a box right up there. And I'll, at some point, I'll take an old printer or I'll find a motherboard and I'll see if I can fix it. Oh, and here's the box. This is a refurbished, and they, the box is used for sure, but it came okay. So, and I'm doing this as a refurbished, eBay refurbished review too. So, all right, here we go with this. Now, this is why I like this little pad. Here we go. Set that there. And we'll set this here. Okay, what do we have? Can we see everything good right here? Yeah, I'm not in the way of the cameras. Excellent. Okay, good. We have the... Ooh, that's rough. This has lineup notches on it. The pad, I use the... oh my God, I think they call it PIE. So I'm going to have to cut a couple of notches in it for it to go onto here. Okay. Not a problem. All right, first step, where's my power? Switch for turning the, come on now. Let me get this cord up here. Here it is right here. They have a piece of tape over it right on the back right here. It's got a little fingerprint on it too. So we'll flip that over. We'll grab I have a light on my forehead, but I really want to make sure I see this correctly. What do we got here? And it is set to 230 volt. So we will pop this little screwdriver in here. See if we can just, it's way deep in there too. And now it says 115. So, excellent so far. Okay, so I'm going to just put this little window right back on here just to keep, help keep the dust out. In fact, it's probably been removed a couple of times. I think I will give it some assistance with a piece of tape, just to make sure it doesn't come off of there. Oh, well, maybe not. Got down to 25 degrees last night. My tape is cold. Okay, now let's go ahead and grab some screws out of here. These right here, These are not tip cleaners. These are go, no-go gauges. Or acupuncture needles. Okay, empty bag. Okay, here's the tool kit. Ah, this is what I'm looking for. Those right there. I'm getting excited. I love buying these things. I love buying new printers. And this thing was like, I think it was over $400 new. And I purchased this one for $29. Let me see. I don't need to. I don't need to fiddle screw around with that. Those Allen wrenches when I got tools. I got tools to use. Now, let's see. How should I go about this? There's a cord there. This cord is in really good shape, so I'm gonna, let's set these over here for now. And the cross on member will go this way. Yes. Yes. It's not sitting on anything. No, that's perfect right there. Okay. Let's set it back down. And let's maneuver it around this way so I have an edge off the table. I'm going to slip one of these bolts through its hole. Yeah, they go through nicely. Yeah, they just drop right through, which I've just become to expect from Creality. If one thing, you know, say good or bad about what they got, their stuff goes together, and it goes together nice and strong. Let me, I got one piece of tape right here holding a wire in. Let me pop that off of there before I put this together. So well, maybe. Let me see. Let me grab a pair of pliers and see if I can grab onto that tape and get it to come loose. Should build spaceships out of tape. Come on. There we go. Gotcha. And that side. There we go. Okay. Now. All right. I think we're good now. Set this right there. Keep a grip on it. Put the Allen screw on here. And oh, there we go. It's tightening up. I'm going to go ahead and cinch it down and then give it a loosen. Okay. I'm not going to take my hand off this printer until I get both these screws in. Excuse me, I got to clear my throat. Excuse me. Let me see. I usually would try to pause, but I don't want to pause. I want this to be a real-time, full-length, no editing video in case this thing doesn't perform as expected. Okay, I'm going to give this one a tighten and then loosen it up about, oh, I don't know, a turn or so. Just so it's not, I want it to be able to slip around when I put this other side in. Now I can probably get away with just laying this over. That'll work. Excellent. Right there. One more screw. There we go. tighten and give it a little loose. They sent me 5 of these bolts. I wonder if that is kind of expensive doing it that way. And tighten and loose. All right, now let's stand this thing up here. Okay. It's locked into there nicely. It's locked into there nicely. It's all machined down both ends. Normally I'd get a square out, but I don't think a square is going to help me. It's not going to do any good because it's going to go where it's going to go no matter what with those machined edges. So let me go ahead and scoot it out a bit. You just take it off the edge here. Hand on printer. You take your hands off of these things. Now I'm going to grab the base when I tighten this up. Oh boy. That's really a bend under, isn't it? There. Wow. I need some new glasses, I think. There we go. And I'm going to give these are big screws, so I'll give them a little bit of a hit. And then don't touch anything. Oh, come here. Grab onto you. There you go. Right off the side. And again, I've seen guys do some really strange things with these printers. There we go. Have them in an awkward position and set them down and they just break. They fall over and they're done. Okay, here we go with that and that. Okay. Looking good. Now I should have a mount for my screen right here. This guy right here. Again, just I can't even see. This has never been installed. Look at that. There isn't even any screw marks. Okay, how many is in this one? 3. Where's a 3-pack? Well, I only have a 4-pack. Do I have a small enough Allen right here for that? I do. I love these little tool caddies where everything is just right there. All right. And just to be thorough, the big screws are a CRV4 and the smaller ones I'm working now are a CRV 2.5. Just in case you were interested. Now let's pick this up and turn it. There we go. And then on these ones, you're dealing with machine screws, so you really want to, this is going to go about like that. So you want to put the screw in and back it up until you hear a little click. And then these are nice long screws, so I'm going to leave it out where I can actually see the next screw go in. And again, oops. Oh, there it was. Listen. Did that click? I'll do it one more time. Right there. When you back it up and you hear that little click, that lines up your thread. And it just helps you from crossing them over when you put it together. And honestly, this is a little mount. And it doesn't, so you can see how easy they just go in. They just screw in. Once you get the thread lined up properly, it's just super, super easy for assembly. One more. Get my eyes down on that. Okay, that's on there nicely. Took me a minute to get those threads lined up in there. Okay, and now let's go ahead and... Yeah, this shouldn't be in the way of anything. Where does this plug-in go? Right there. So can I take this and... Let me see what this is actually doing underneath it here. And I'm trying not to grab it and squeeze these lead screws on the back. So I'm grabbing it in here, because I think that you bend those and you're all messed up. Oh, nice. It's got a little bracket and everything for it. All right, that's cool. Okay. Now this should just... Oh, nice. Can't do it wrong. Which again, that's another thing I've come to expect from Creality as far as their assembly goes. Now, let's see. Okay, we have a Z stepper. This is Z right here, but it is unmarked. And this would be... Well, I don't think it's really going to matter, is it? Because one is a filament detector. Wait, no wasting wire on that baby. And one is the motor. And one has 3 wires and one has 4. And then the one in the center is an expansion interface, 24 volt, 1.5 amp, pulse width modulation, plus and minus. That's kind of cool. So we'll slip this. There we go. And I know that was a little hard to see, but this is an assembly video in case something goes wrong. All right. I'm not really concerned about it being a overall, how's Creality doing? Now let's see, what have we got here? Oh, that's taped down too. Bummer, I missed that completely. Let's see if I can grab a hold of that tape with this. Come on. Slide it forward. There we go. Can I get it now? All right, yes I can. Come on. Maybe. Okay, well, yeah, that made the room. There we go. Oh no, tape ripped. Boy, that's on there. Okay, well, a bit of glue in there. Okay, ouch. Leave me, buddy. Leave me. Okay, now this will be... Oh, this one has a mark on it, Z. I like that. I guess over there they really didn't need to waste the money on the little tab. There's really nowhere else for them to go. And you can't, you know, one's a 3 and one's a 4 pin. So now let's see about this guy. Not yet. We need a hot end. So let's go ahead and... How is this bed? It's loose. So we're going to lay this up on its side and fix that bed before we do anything else. Move all those cables out of there and pull you back to right there. Yeah. Actually, maybe I can put you sideways this way a little bit. Can we get a better view straight down the angle? Okay. In here there's bearings, and they're just loose. They're just barely hanging there. So I'm going to see where I can put this on here Let me pop this guy right back out of here. We know he fits. Set him off to the side. Okay. Now we go into our little tool bag here. These do work good for this. I have double mics on today because I'm moving my head around a lot. So I have, well, you can't see. I have one out each side of my... So hopefully the audio will be enough. I ditch a lot of videos because the audio is bad. This one. Now, what I'm going to do is just reach into here, give this a turn, tiny turn, another tiny turn, and it is righty-tighty. And I mean, I'm moving this thing like maybe a 1/16 of an inch. I just want to get it to where that wheel holds the table really tight. So here we go again. Do this one. Oh, hey. Just a touch of play here. Just a touch. What's that from? I'm going to go just a little bit tighter on this one. Come on. Another just like 1/16. Oh, it's gone. That got it right there. Totally gone. Excellent. Leaving it right there. You don't want excess drag on your machine if you can help it. Hey, look at this. It's starting to look like a printer. Where are we at? Right there. Now, we have what to do with my hot end. Right here. The hot end. Let's take a look at this. It's going to go on here like this. So, right there? No. There. Okay. And it must be these screws right here. There's 3 little holes on there. And they sent me a 5-pack of screws. Jeez, you guys are generous with the screws. Let's see if these will fit in the 2.5. And no, they won't. But this is small enough to where... not that one, is it? No. This one. That's good. Okay. Let's see what we can do with this. Screws down right there. And sits right there. Sorry, I know I'm probably in the way. I'm just gonna, I'm not tightening these up. I'm just getting it to where it's just gonna hang there. Okay. Okay. They always go to a spot where you just can't quite get them. There we go. Gotcha. At least not with your bare hands. Okay, now it's just hanging there, so I'm going to, this one a little tighten, that one a little tighten. So hopefully that will sit completely flat. And this appears to be plastic, so I'm not going to, that's good. I'm going to leave it just like that. And all I did was just literally just take this, your fingers on this, and just to where it snugs up. And you can strip the threads out just doing it that way too. So you really, small screws, they don't take a lot, and this head is not heavy. Okay, now let's slide this over to here. Am I missing anything? Got to have a filament cutoff sensor, which this appears to clip onto, let's see, here. And how that goes into there? I think it's supposed to go backwards this way. Yeah, I think that's how it's supposed to go right there. We're going to set it up over this way a little bit. Oh, oh my God, that's beautiful. Look at that. Boom. Boom. You see that? The thing just snaps right on there. Just literally, you just lift it and pull it back down. And it's on there nice. Okay? Now we've got this little guy. It's a little clip. And this guy looks like he just cranks in. No screws. That's perfect. I love it. And then we have the filament run out right here. Is that taped down? That's, it is. I got to untape that. Let me pull that plug back out. That's way too tight. Let's see, where's my... And that's in there with a, oh, that's in there with a plug. Okay, do I have any, can I get any more slack? Is it caught up? That sure seems tight. Well, we'll give it a try. I'd rather that really... Anyway, it's going to be close to the roll of filament. Next, we have this guy. He is going to clip onto, I think, back here. One more turn here, all the way around. Okay, everything is in. All right, you little guy. You look like you would fit over that, don't you? No? No. Because this goes inside of this. So this has to slide over that. There. Okay. And then, let's see if I can. And it's got the little label that slides right in. Okay. And then this has two wires on it right here, which are marked X. Well, 4 and 3. So X is right here, so this goes to the stepper motor. And there we go, right there. Boom. And then you, little guy, must go right up into here for the, there we go, for the stop. Okay. And we have this little plug. Let's take this over to here. I'm going to lower the Z down a little bit, nice and slow. I don't want to damage it by putting too much power through it. And there's double stepper motors on this, so I'm going to move about twice as slow as I normally do. But I've been dealing with these printers for a long time, and I've accidentally whipped these like beds around and never had anything happen, but I don't want to push my luck. Okay, now these little clips here, these are closed, they open. And then we want to keep this in a nice straight arrangement here. And make sure I got it right. I do. And that should... This one went over too far, so pull it out. And it goes right back into a slot right there. Yes. Okay. Let me show you that. This just popped right out of there. And these two little nubs, they go right into a little slot. You can't miss, just right into the top slot. So you can't miss it, and it even snaps into place. So let's try this one more time. There and there, and boom, and they lock down. Beautiful. Now, will this, with a full roll of filament, sit on my little table over here? I don't know. I'm going to have to see if I messed up and have to change tables. 27. Well, it needs to be at least 28. Let's see what we got here. Come here, you. Oh, we got over 30 inches. We're good. We got it. Got it. Okay, let's pop this off. And set you right there. Grab a hold of you. Oh, I got a couple of parts sitting right there. Let's get rid of those. And you go right there. Excellent. And where's the power go in at? Right back there. And it goes with the ground up. So let's go ahead and let's put the screen back on before I put the power to it, just in case that might cause an issue of some kind. Let's take this over and under to here. There we go. Sorry about my old man breathing. Excellent. All right, now I'm going to give this tension a little tighten. Not super tight, just this one here, just, I don't really want him to, sound like a flat guitar, kind of, I don't know. Not, you don't want him to be really tony, because it just induces drag. Okay, power. Let's plug the power in. Is my switch off? Yes, it is. And just for those out there that are complete amateurs like I am, one thing that I learned that I just laughed at myself about is that power's in. The one, it's not a on and off, it's a 1 and a 0. So, 0 being off. Now let's check this. Will it go all the way over? Good. I kind of like the way that's kind of cutting back into the thing there. Yeah, that's better. All right, that should work. Okay, let's go ahead and put some filament in. Let me grab a... It's always good to do a kind of an angle cut on these. Cut them off at a 45, just helps them go through easier. Oh, that was easy. That went right straight through that filament run out. Then what I'm doing here is I'm just pulling this little lever back on the top. Can't miss it. And pushing that down in. Went in a little hard, but not too bad. And now, just out of pure habit, I'm going to alcohol off that bed. I should wait till after I do my adjustments. Hell, I don't even know if it's going to come on yet. But if you're going to start, before I turn the power onto a printer, I take 99% isopropyl alcohol and I go over the bed. Okay, now I'm going to move a camera. Apologies for this, but I need to do this live, but I want to get something over there, and the T50 is it. So I'll try and do this as smooth as I can. And, oops. Well, you've been leaning back that way for a year now. Now you got, all of a sudden you got to fall down. Okay, here we go. Oh, here's my cord. Over here. And where are we at? Okay. How's that focus look? Is that, let's go all T50 here. Is that back as far as it'll go? Yeah. And let's look at that ender right up there. Get that focused in. Okay. I'm going to pull this. Well, actually, I'm not even going to take the stuff off yet. I'm going to turn it on. Well, that took a minute. That took a second or two. That gave me a little bit of a what? Not going to turn on? Okay, so it's on. So let's pull this guy off. Come on. Don't leave any glue for me. A touch. Sorry, guys. OCD. OCD and Asperger's. But if you say it fast, it sounds like Asperger's. I ain't serving lunch. Okay? So I call it Asperger's. But anyway, I have a form of autism. Okay, now let's go to prepare. Let's see what it says. Move, disable, auto home. See what happens. Boy, it's quiet. I can see a little blue light in the CL Touch on this one. This also has a full-size SD card, so no micro. I like that. In fact, I should grab one of those out of here. Right here. Here's a little 2 gig Lexar. That'll do. So, it homed. Now, should I go for my Z offset? Oh, it's just a plain up adjust. All right. So let's go. Push. Oh, I just made an adjustment. Let's go back to 0 on that. Just in case they have. Go down here to leveling. Bed leveling. Please wait until done. Now I want to kind of watch what this does, see how far off this. Okay, it's just going to do the touch. All right, in fact, I'm going to format this card while I'm standing here. Oh, that computer's off. So yeah, I'll format that card before I do anything with it. And did this come with an SD card? It did. Look at this. It came with a let's go back to the other view here. It came back to the other it has the it has a full-size card and it has the USB. Oh, it has a USB. What's on this? Wrong mouse. We done over there yet? Nope. Oh, come on. Wrong mouse again. Doesn't appear to be reading it. Interesting. I'm not sure what's on this. It's activating. I mean, the computer says it sees it. Maybe it's not a, what do we got here? Oh, shit, it's a card reader. Okay. Thought it would be miraculous if they would actually send me a, so for loading the card up from the computer. That's nice. And we're leveled. All right, I'm gonna stick the card in. Maybe. Oh, we're not leveled. Well, this is going on for quite a while, isn't it? Or do I need to go ahead and level my bed? Maybe it's just not, maybe it can't resolve because I need to do the four corners. Let me see how we are on time on this video. God, already at 47 minutes. Well, I'm going to just have to run it through because if it doesn't work, I'm going to have to show them exactly why. But I can grab my, that'll be hard to get to. And if I have to go to the leveling, everybody, this is a feeler gauge. Can you see this? This is a feeler gauge. Okay? This is a measuring tool. It's a rudimentary measuring tool, but this is a measuring tool. Don't use paper. Paper, you write measurements on paper. You use a tool to take measurements. Okay? Sorry, I don't mean to be telling people stuff, but the whole paper thing has always just driven me crazy. Once I started using this, I started getting excellent results on the bed leveling portion of this, which I got completely away from on the Anycubic. It doesn't have the wheels. And neither does the S3, but I wanted the runoff sensor and I didn't want to have to add it. I don't like modifying these printers. I like to just leave them stock, maintain them. They either work good or I send them back. Please don't start again. Jeez, it's going to start again, isn't it? All right. Can I stop it? Please wait until done. Well, it's not finishing, so off you go. Turn you back on. Let's go to, maybe it's in prepare where I can, there's move. Home XYZ, please wait until done. Well, I guess it's time for directions. I'm not getting it. I'm not understanding because they're not... Okay, it's home. Now, well, it went to auto home. I went to move. I pushed move, didn't I? Okay, no, that's not what I want. Is there anything more? Oh, there's more. Okay, let's see what's down here. Cool down, language, back, control, temperature, motion, store configuration, read configuration, switch to laser, reset configuration, and info. Wow. I like the laser engraver part of it. But prepare, if I go to move, that's just going to help me move. And it does work. Oops. Home. All right, well, I've hit my first glitch. After sales, warranty. I'm just going through this really quick. First time print. Okay, no, I don't want the first time print. What I want is the bed leveling. So it should be before here. Should be 1 millimeter. Equipment wiring. Please ensure the correct position of the power supply. Please follow steps of auxiliary leveling. Auto leveling. Z-axis compensation for leveling. Please follow steps. Auxiliary leveling. Is there an index in here? This is all in Japanese. Oh, it's a bunch of different languages. That's good. Worldwide's good. More people using it, the more stuff that people make for it. Insert the memory card. Well, now that is quite vague, isn't it? So let's see if we can find auxiliary leveling on here. Home. Can I go to, if I hit leveling, it just does it. It doesn't give me an option, doesn't it? Yeah, it just starts it. And so stop that. No, I don't want to do that. Prepare. Move. Let's see what's in move. Wait till done. God darn it. And then just went to home. Z offset. And that's just that. That's just Z offset, preheat. Well, I'll be damned. Move. It just homed and then went right back to here. So there's nothing on here about auxiliary leveling. Go into control. Motion. That's just accelerations, temperature, read configuration. Oh, well, shit, that's okay. Return. Info. Well, I am see what happens when I hit print. Nothing. There's no file. Well, I am rather I could just go to Z. Well, all right, let's do it this way. So I'm not seeing anything that says auxiliary on this thing at all. Oh, well, that could be a problem right there. Okay, let's release the stepper motors. Now I'm getting a clue now. Uh-oh. In fact, 0, back, disable steppers. Excellent. Okay. Now let's come over to super slow. Come back to this corner. Yeah, we are way low on the bed. So we got to come up bunches. Good enough on that one. Oops, I'm scraping, aren't I? Yep. So let's go back up quite a bit here. Oh, wrong one. Tried to slide the bed sideways. It's going to work that way, Greg. Let's lower this side way down. Oh, God, yes. This was, oh, shit. That won't even adjust. All right. Well, I'll be damned. It won't adjust out. What do I have going on here? It's sitting on there nice and tight. What do I have going on? Why is this... Okay, let's see, what do we got going on here? Where's the Z stop? Okay. I don't see a stop. Where the hell's the sensor for the Z? Now this comes all the way, well, that's, I'm not quite sure what I have going on with this. Oh, why is this? Let me screw these down again. Let's tighten them up. I don't want the bed to hit them, so let's get them tight. Now, can I roll this down? Well, yes, I can. It'll go all the way to the bed. All right. Let's just do it I'm just going to do it this way. I'm going to screw every one of these all the way down flat, and I'll go into the program and I'll readjust the center. I want it too tight. Yeah, that's good. Oh. There we go. The springs aren't totally compressed, but they're as low as I want to make them. Now, if I take this and go down, so it's just off the bed, maybe, I don't know, a couple millimeters. Turn this back around, plug the power in. Oh, it was on. Okay. Now, control, store configuration. And that put me at, hopefully that zeroed everything. Okay, now let's go back to, was it motion? No. It was prepare? No. Move. Shit. You gotta be ready to shut it off in case it, well, it shouldn't. It should do the touch. Sorry about the length of this video. Really. I didn't expect this to take nearly as long after watching all the reviews. I really thought this was gonna... Okay, now that auto-homed it. All right, good. It didn't do me anything else, though. Okay, so is it control? Was that where I need to be? Motion? No. No, 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 no. Gosh, I'm having a hard time with this menu here. There we go. Z. Now it just homed. I'm going to try it again. I'm trying the auto leveling again. And then if this doesn't work, then I'm just going to have to stop the video and figure out what's happening. But the bed was incredibly far off. It's going to be way better now. So maybe we'll have better luck. Okay, well, we're moving forward. The directions are just a bit vague. Excuse me. I should have brought a cup of coffee out here with me. Ah, it says, please refer to the attached electronic instructions for specific leveling. think those are directions? The attached directions, it says. I'm not seeing any. Maybe they're on the next page. First time printing instructions. Log into the Creality website to download software. File selection. Doesn't say anything about leveling. I'm not seeing anything, and there's nothing attached. Well, maybe this time it'll work. But yeah, I'll definitely have to figure out how to get that nozzle exactly 1 millimeter away from the bed so it doesn't count on a bunch of internal adjustments. And again, apologies for the length of this video, but I'm not cutting it. I'm not, till this thing starts printing, it's going to be going home. If it doesn't work, I'll send it back. So hopefully and it was the last one, so they probably don't have another one. Slide it forward just a wee bit too. Did that do it? Oh my God, I think it did it. Uh-oh, I thought I had that SD card sitting right here. Oh, it's right here. SD card is in. Hitting the print button. Oh, and here they are. Okay, all right, that's okay. What am I looking at? There's a cat, a rabbit, a snake, or no, shake hands, 2 handle, 1 bit. We'll print a cat. We'll have a gray cat. How does that sound? Now, once it starts printing, then I will pause the video. Should have had this filament in before I messed with that. Okay. And I'm hitting the go button. Oh. What's going on here? Okay, here we go. The bed is heating up. All right. Well, if you've hung on to this point, thank you. This is not my normal forte. That's why I just want it to work. That's why I got the older model with the filament sensor in it. I don't want to mess with it. I want it to print. I was very disappointed that Anycubic wouldn't call me about that new main board, because I love that printer. I absolutely love it. It was the easiest printer I've ever had to use, and very disappointed in their customer service. So, Creality, they don't need customer service. There's so many people out there using these things that you're going to find the answer. You just search it. It's there. So, and another good reason for buying the older ones too is because of that. So, feels kind of strange standing here talking to myself. Well, I'm talking to you guys, but I'm talking to myself. 43, it's heating up. And it's cold today. It is cold out today, so it's going to take probably a little bit longer than it would normally. The big card, and let's see what they got with this. I think the USB-C is going to be for hooking it up to the computer. I have an extra computer. I might just set it next to this thing and have it run off of the computer. Just because I've never done it before. Scan stuff on the phone. SD card. How to read it. Yes, I am an average male. I'm reading the directions after the machine is on and running. After I'm using it, oh yeah, I did get the little clip right. I got the little clip went on there the correct way. And I watched reviews and stuff, so I didn't just buy it and with blind. But yeah, see attached electronics instruction for specific leveling steps. But there's nothing attached. What do we got? I heard a fan kick on. Oh, we're heating up to 200. That should be okay for that filament. Actually, the bed, let's tune the bed temperature to, let's take it up to 75 for that first layer. And we'll leave the nozzle temperature at, well, I'm going to take it down to 195. And then we'll move it to 185 after the print starts. So yeah, and they changed it here. Fan is on. I have another little device here that might... I have this little guy right here. Digital decimal meter. I should have turned it on before the camera was on. I always store these with just a set of batteries in the box rather than leave them in. Ooh, we're going. We are moving. 195. Got a little stringer on there. Shoot, can I get that? There we go. Yes, I can. Right there. Okay, good. It's not sitting down very good, is it? Well, let's turn this on. Probably got the batteries in backwards. Yeah. Well, gotta stop screwing with that. And let's go to Tune, Z Offset. Set it. Back. Stop print. Confirm. Pull all that off. Now that I'm getting it here, print, cat, go. Tune, nozzle down to 195, bed up to 75. And all that, I won't have to change that anymore after I have my own code going. And then back, tune, Z offset. All right, now we're gonna get this baby going. Where's my tweezers at? Got some debris in that nozzle. And it had been printing before because this first little bit that came out. Oh no, that's gray. I thought it was white. It's gray. All right. Okay, here we go. All right. Come on out of there. There you go. Gotcha. kind of hard to see. There we go. Walking that Z offset right there at 2.07. It's looking good. It's looking good. Let's let that print. Okay. Now, let's take a look at this. I think I put a battery in backwards or something on this. I was in kind of a hurry and started doing stuff. Yeah, this one. It's a good thing they account for stupid when they make these things, because it still works. Okay, what are the decibels here? $54. Okay, let's go ahead and hit the thermal camera. See what it shows. And see how things are looking. None of my stepper motors should be over 30 Celsius, or, well, I don't have it in Celsius right now. So, well, let's look at the bed. Oh, look at that coverage. Can you see that? That's good coverage. Look at that. All the way over to the, let's see what it is at the edge. I'm going to settings, multimeter, I think it is. No. No. System settings. I'm looking for IR cam. Oh, here it is right there. It was in the IR camera. Celsius. There we go. Now, there we go. Now let's take a look. It's at about 66 Celsius. 65. 69. So that's okay. That's close. It's close enough for my purposes, what I'm doing here. We got some good stickage on this. Let's see, the stepper motor. 23. Oh, come on. 27. Jeez. Oh, 38. Okay. I didn't have, I thought it was 18, running at 18 Celsius. Is that really running at 38 Celsius? It is. That's kind of hot. I'll have to watch that motor. Yeah, it feels physically hot. I'll bet you that's going to die on me. Because, yeah, it feels much, much hotter than this one, and this one's working just as much. So, yeah, I might have to replace this stepper motor. But I'll see. I'll see how it goes. If it starts getting worse, I'll do something. If that's just the way this one runs, then that's okay. I'll let it go. All right, let's go back. And we're 1% into the print. And I think that we are, where are we at on our, here and here, time remaining. It's not really giving us, I think we are on the second layer though. So I'm going to go ahead and tune my nozzle down to 190, and then I'm going to tune my bed down to 65. which that'll be fine for finishing out the print. All right, I'm going to pause this now just for the length, and because I'm happy with it, I'm not going to return it unless something drastic happens in the next. Well, I have a warranty and stuff on it. It comes with a full 2-year warranty from Allstate, and I think a 1-year factory warranty. So yeah, I'm going to pause, and I'll be back intermittently throughout the print. I have to stay here and watch. Okay, we're moving through. It's working good, no problems. We go in here to configuration. It's kind of nice that this one did not they don't have a feed rate. You can't change the feed rate on this machine. I'm absolutely ecstatic about that, because I'm so tired of people saying that it controls the filament only. It doesn't. If you have a machine that has a feed rate on it, that controls all of the feed and speeds of the entire machine. I'm a college-trained machinist. I worked in this industry for probably 7 or 8 years when I was younger. And the feed rate controls everything. That's why it isn't immediate. If you change your feed rate on whatever machine you have, it doesn't work immediately. It takes a few seconds for it to get going, because it has to recollate what everything is doing and adjust the speeds and feed to all of it. So hopefully that somebody's listening to that and will stop telling people that only speeds up the filament, because it doesn't. Let's see what my sound meter says now after it's been running. All the fans are going. What we got here? About 60. Looks like just sitting right here as the bed's moving around. When the bed really starts whipping, it goes way up. But just under normal, and you can change that through the slicing that you do. And then while that's running, I'm going to see if I can pull up where I bought this from, just to be complete. I purchased it from eBay. It was $129. And it won't show it to me because it's already sold. So I can't get a picture of it. Well, I can show you this part right here. Where's my desktop at? I paid $129 for it. This was a Creality certified refurbished. And it says it right on it. It has the sticker, Creality. What does it say? Well, I guess that's not a certificate. Anyway, I don't really give a shit. It works. That's the big thing. View is this. And let's just go straight to the T50. All right, I'm going to pause again. I can already see that it's doing a good job. I mean, it's looking nice. So anyway, I'm going to pause, and I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, one thing I've gotten in the habit of ever since my first printer, when I threw everything away, I don't do that anymore, is I put everything that it came with it that I don't use back in the box. I'm even going to throw this filament roll in there. I'm not going to use it. All the Allen wrenches, everything that came with it other than the stuff that I have to operate it. Even these little These are the worst. I have broken 3 or 4 sets of these, and I can't tell the difference of what they've done other than change the damn handles. This one has some writing on it. But yeah, these just don't, you know, they don't hold up. Keep breaking them. So these are just going to get closed up and put right back in the box. Because if I decide to sell this in the future to somebody that's, you know, oh, they don't send that with it, then they have a whole complete system with all of the stuff that goes with it, short of maybe an SD card, which, you know, will probably go right back in there too. But yeah, I just throw everything right back in the bag because none of these tools, these little wrenches, I'm not going to, ooh, sorry, just dropped you. My apologies. Boy, that was rude of me, wasn't it? Throwing you on the ground like that. Didn't do nothing. Just getting slapped around for nothing. Treated like a bastard stepchild just because you're in the room. All right, there you go. This guy, let's put the cap back on him. I'm bumping my other camera behind me. I don't like resetting up my room. And remember, this, you know, I've never been able to, once you have a tip that's clogged, I've never got one of these to go through. And to me, that's a go, no-go gauge. In the machining world, that's what you would use that for, period. Nothing more. It's just, that's what it is. And I have tons of these little 4mm tips like this, so I'm putting this in here too. And another little Allen wrench and another little screw. And then all these little bags. Oh, and a scraper. I'll just leave that. Kind of a interesting little protector. It works. Gets the job done. And yeah, that's everything except for the bits of tape that I tore off of it. That is everything that came with this printer. So we'll just throw it in the box. All the packing. What else? Is there anything else? No. And then, when I go to sell this, it will be more valuable because it's an original box. It even says refurbished. They even wrote refurbished on it. Right. I can't get it around there. It has a sticker on it that says refurbished. All right, I'm going to pause. Oh, I lost a camera. Let's go to the T50. Wonder when that happened. Okay, pausing for a little bit. Okay, I found a page that actually had this printer on it. It's out of stock. But so far, how everything's going, it's definitely going to get a good review on my part. We'll let this print finish, but $129, and it's from eBay Refurbished. Can I click on that? Creality Refurbished right here. Let's see what these guys got. 2025. So yeah, these are the guys that refurbished it right here. And as far as I can tell, oh, here's one right here. Is this one for sale? Oh, and it's refurbished too. Oh, this is an Ender 3 Neo. Sorry. You know, I don't know. I don't, that's up to you. I don't, I like this one. So anyway, that's the printer that I'm working with right there. And they do come available. It's been out of stock 4 or 5 times. And they always come back at this $129. So let's go back to this one? No. How about T50? There we go. You don't need to see my ugly ass head. It's doing good. So yeah, everything is moving right along. I'm very happy so far. Back in another few minutes. About another 5 or 10 minutes gone by, making progress. Back in a second. And here's something that you should all make. At least I have to. I'm an old guy, and after 6 years, I still ruin a print because I'll release the tension and not tighten it back up before I start the print. So I take one of these little cards and I slip it underneath my build plate when I'm done. When I'm done printing, I slip it underneath my build plate right here so that I don't forget that again. I hate making that mistake twice. So just a little tip. And again, it's moving right along. I'm still cleaning up. If anybody's wondering why I am still buying bed slingers, before you comment on it, I buy these because I understand them. I know how they work. Well, even with a brand new interface, I still understand how they work well enough to be able to figure this out, even when the directions didn't help me any. And all of my codes, all my G codes from, I have thousands of G codes. I mean, and I'm not kidding, I have thousands of them. They will all print on every printer that I have. I don't have to go redo anything to remake something that I've already made. So I hope that answers someone's question. Back in a second. Okay, there's another, 15 or 20 minutes into it. Looks like it's at about an hour and 12 minutes and 2 hours and 55 remaining. Back in a few. And a little update. We are at, what does it look like? An hour and 40, and there's 2 hours and 14 minutes to go. And it's looking good so far. It's printing. Difference. Okay, I changed the camera view and zoomed in on this because look inside. When it moves, the head moves out of the way. Yeah, the thing looks perfect inside and outside. This thing is doing a fantastic job. It's got a little bit of, I don't know if you can see this on the screen here or not, but it's got a little bit of loose right here, but it looks like that'll just fall right off. We'll take a look at it, but anyway, it's coming along. Okay, this is where we are to this point. This is just going to be a quick little check-in, and we have another 35 minutes or so before it's going to finish, and I will be back then. Listen to this when the head goes over the top of that. I hope when it gets smaller it starts to whistle. That'll be great. Here we go. Not much of a whistle, but that air is going straight across the plane of the top of that part. I'm not messing with that fan. Oh, I might do some kind of a channel work on it, but yeah, that's nice. And it's still whistling. Still whistling. I gotta remember to grab a mic. This has been a very, very long. We're at an hour and 35 minutes. And I've cut this way back. But yeah, I am very happy with that airflow and how that is functioning. Okay. It's getting there. I may even call this the singing cat print. Oh, now it quit. Oh well. I guess that's as much whistle as we're getting. Okay, we are at 0%, 99%. So this should be clicking off here at any moment. So I'm just going to let this run out to the finish. Some of the things that I didn't do in this, for this video, this was just, I started this video because if anything was wrong with this, I needed the return. I wanted to show them what was wrong, what I couldn't do. And then hopefully they could help me and fix the printer. But it's kind of turned into a review video for these Refurbished guys. This is the second thing I bought from them on eBay. And look at that, popped right off. Just popped. Everybody said how hard it was to get these off of here. Let's go over right over here to the, oh, we're on the Tom Lav. You missed the whole thing. I'm sorry. But it just came right off the bed. Well, anyways, this is how it came out. Let's see. Oh, this support. Let's get a little more focus in on that. And what about this side over here? Yeah. All that stringing came right off with it. Little piece right there. I was a machinist. Oh, boy, look at that. That's nice too. I was a machinist. I went to college for manual machining and worked as one, 5, 6 years, 7 years. Started doing some CNC work. And I've never made anything that didn't need to be deburred. This is very nice. Is that something there, or is that part of the print? I think that's part of the print. Maybe? Looks a little odd in there, doesn't it? Let's see. Okay, whether it's part of the print or not. I think it looks odd. So I'm going to take a little scalpel and I'm just going to get underneath that corner and come on. Right there. There we go. Just till the color goes away. Just till that little white bit went away. Yes, I'm very happy. Okay, let's go back over here to the T50. The things that I didn't do, this just came right off. This build plate looks as good as it did when I started it. That's where it was sitting. This is the center of it right here. I can see no damage of any kind. So I'll keep using it for a while. And I do like the little lineup markers. That's kind of cool. The print time was 3 hours and 13 minutes when it estimated 4 hours and something. And yeah, the things I haven't done in this video are set up Cura, that type of thing, but it's not necessary for this one. I haven't checked the filament run out sensor. And I'm not going to do it on this video. I'm very happy with this. Everybody at Creality who had their hands on this rebuild, thank you. Where am I at? Thank you very much. Oh, it's my double mic so I can keep, because I keep looking side to side and it goes different. But anyway, thank you. You did a very good job. I'm very happy. So hopefully over time it will prove to be a very good printer. I have an Ender 3 Pro. It's flawless. Bought it used for $150, replaced 2 stepper motors, and it's just a workhorse. So I'm hoping to get the same out of this. So thank you if you've hung on to the end of this one, because this has been one long video. One last little thing, if you're thinking about purchasing a printer and you don't have one, always wait for your hot end to get down to 50 Celsius before you turn off the machine. And once you do turn off the machine, I always cover mine up. So we'll turn it off. Take this little plastic bag. Don't have to cover up everything, but I like to make sure that the build plate is covered. And I live in a desert. So if you live in a spot where you have everything is really clean, then you don't need to worry about this. So that's my last end. Oh, and before I put it away, gotta loosen the tension and slip my little check tension paper underneath of there. So thank you for watching, and I hope this helped you make a decision one way or another whether to buy a refurbished certified. And remember, it's refurbished certified. Thank you. Have a great day.